Once students are enrolled in your course and you've added all of your materials, you now must manage the content that you've created. The Options tab provides more ways to manage your materials. Reorder allows you to arrange the folders in a different order. To do this, click Reorder and drag the arrow icon next to each folder to move the folders to the desired location. Auto Arrange organizes the folders into alphabetical order. Student completion of course materials grant you the ability to set completion rules onto any course material folder or item. This allows students to move through a course at their own pace, giving each student the chance to learn at their own rate while still learning the same content. Instructors can track student progress throughout the term to better assess outcomes. Use the Add Requirement link to add rules for items to be completed. There is also the option to mandate that items must be completed in sequential order, meaning a student will not be able to proceed until they complete the first item. Once rules have been set, students will be able to see what the requirements are on each item. Save Course to Resources is a quick way to save all of your course materials into your resources. You can save the course to a specific collection and folder, or just save the course to the home area of your resources. Each course is based on a grading period, and at the end of that grading period, the contents of that course will be moved to the Past area under the See All tab under the Courses tab. Your course content is easily accessible for future use when saved in resources. Once in a folder, you have the same options to add materials, reorder or auto-arrange contents, and set student completion rules for the materials within a folder. Each type of material has different options for completion rules. For a page, students must view the item. A discussion can be set to view the item, post a comment or reply, or they must score at least a certain grade. For an assignment, you can set the rules so that students must view the item, post a comment or reply, make a submission, or score at least a certain grade. For a quiz, rules can be set so that students must view the item, post a comment or reply, make a submission, or score at least a certain grade. If items are set to be sequential, students will not be able to access items until they finish the ones before. The gear icon next to each item opens a menu of options for that item. Edit modifies the item. Folder availability can be set to visible, hidden, available after a certain date, or available between two dates, giving you greater control over when the folder is visible by students. If a folder is hidden, neither the folder nor its contents will be accessible to students. If it is available after or available between, the folder and its contents will only be visible to students after or during the specified dates. You can access student completion, as we saw before, from the gear icon as well. Move moves the item to a different location in the course. And Copy to Courses creates a copy of the material in another course. Save to Resources allows you to house the material in resources for future use or to share with colleagues. Delete deletes the material from the course. When student completion is turned on, students will see the rules set by you under each item. If the item has been completed, the check mark and text will be green to show the student their progress. For example, this student simply needed to view the page, and now that item is complete. She now must post a comment or reply to complete the rules for the discussion. The teacher will receive a notification that one of her students has posted a comment on the discussion thread. Since this is a graded discussion, the student now sees that her teacher has given her comment a grade. This student sees that he has completed the first 2 items. His teacher did not require that the items must be completed in sequential order, so he can choose any item. He chooses to complete the assignment next. To turn in his assignment, he clicks Submit and has 3 choices of how to turn in the assignment through the Dropbox. Either upload a file, create content in the rich text editor, or import from resources. He chooses to upload a file from his desktop. The teacher now sees a notification that one of her students has turned in an assignment. She can access the assignment directly from her notifications or from the reminders on her homepage. She can respond to his question in the comments area. By clicking on the student's profile, she can access the assignment directly in the doc viewer. She can use the highlight, strike out, draw, and comment features to make edits directly on the doc viewer. Be sure to save. In the top right corner, the teacher has the ability to have a one-on-one conversation with her student. The student receives a notification immediately. He views his teacher's comments, makes the necessary changes, and clicks Resubmit Assignment. This time he has saved his assignment in his resources, so he chooses the collection where the assignment is saved, checks the box, and clicks Import. His teacher receives a notification and clicks directly into the assignment from Notifications. She accesses the student assignment, reviews the revisions, enters a grade, and checks the box to show the comment to her student. The student receives a notification, clicks the assignment, and can view the grade and comment at the top of the page. As a teacher, when multiple students have turned in assignments, you will receive notifications and reminders that you have ungraded items. On the assignment profile, the student's name will appear in a list with text describing if the assignment needs grading, if the assignment is on time, late, graded, or not submitted. Once in the doc viewer, the teacher can simply scroll through the assignments by clicking the arrow on the right of the page, or by clicking on the student's picture below. To check the status of her students, the teacher clicks Check Student Progress. She clicks on the student's name to see the items that have been completed and which items are in progress. To take a quiz, the student just needs to click Begin Test Quiz. Each test or quiz will vary depending on the instructor and the course. Quizzes may be timed. If so, the timer will appear in the bottom right corner. The student will answer the questions appropriately and click Submit. You also may allow your students to view their submission with the correct answers once they complete the quiz. The student will now see that she has completed all of the rules set by her teacher. The teacher will receive a notification that her students have completed the quiz. All question types are automatically graded based on an answer key except for short answer essay questions. By clicking View by Question under the Results tab in the test quiz profile, the teacher can view stats for each question, and by clicking View Responses, she can now see how each student responded to that particular question. This is a great way to grade the short answer questions in a time-efficient manner since all the short answers are listed in one place. By clicking View by Student, the teacher can see how each student performed on an individual basis. To view the stats for the class as a whole, click the Stats icon in the top right corner. The teacher can also check the progress of the items within the folder by clicking Check Student Progress. A green check mark will show that a student has completed all of the contents within a folder, or the % complete. If the checkbox next to Requirements must be completed in sequential order is checked, students will not be able to access items until they've completed the previous item. This student will unlock the discussion when she views the page on J.D. Salinger. Then she must post a comment or reply to the discussion before she can unlock the assignment. Now that she has posted a reply, she can turn in her assignment, Chapter 1 through 4 Study Guide. In order to access the quiz, she must score at least a 20 on the study guide. If student completion is not used, all folders and items within the folders will be visible unless you've managed the availability. To check how your students view your course, click View Course As under Course Options and choose a student. The Gradebook feature can be accessed in the left menu of each course profile. Assignments, graded discussions, and tests and quizzes may be graded directly in the gradebook. To edit grades, simply click on each cell and type in the grade. To leave a comment, hover over the cell and click on the comment icon. Type your comment into the pop-up. Check the box to display the comment to your student. You may also place an excused or incomplete placeholder in a grade cell. These icons are marked in green and red respectively. They do not add value to a student's grades but act as empty grade cells. Use the drop-down menu located by each item to modify the assignment, test or quiz, or discussion profile by clicking Edit. Track Revisions shows changes made to a student's assignment grades. Set All Grades fills all the grades with a single value. View Stat shows statistics for an assignment, test or quiz, or graded discussion. Use the Options drop-down menu to access Bulk Edit. Here you can view and make changes to all assignments, tests or quizzes, and graded discussions. Here you can print grade reports for individual students, export your gradebook, and import a CSV file into your gradebook. Course Analytics gives you a more holistic view of the course interaction in Schoology by total page views, total posts, and comments. The User tab gives you the ability to drill down to an individual member of your course to analyze the last login to Schoology, last course access, and total time in the course. By clicking on the student, you can view the graded tasks at a more granular level. This gives the teacher an understanding of how an individual is interacting with each item within the course. The Assignment tab allows you to analyze assignments by number of views and gradebook categories. By clicking on an assignment, you are able to see if a student has viewed the assignment and if they've submitted the assignment via the Schoology Dropbox. If any files are associated to the assignment, the number of clicks based on the user will be viewable as well. The Discussion tab allows you to analyze discussions by views and number of posts associated to the discussion topic. Once you select the discussion, the view allows additional analytics based on users associated to the discussion. It allows you to see how many views and posts by an individual student. And anytime a link is displayed in a course, you have the ability to see how many times the link has been clicked. This allows you to analyze the use of the resource. And finally, if you'd like to post an update to the members of this course, click on the Updates tab and write an update. You also have the option to post a file, a link, a poll, and even copy this update to your other courses. To turn an update into an announcement, simply check the bell icon next to the Post button. This icon will promote the update to the top of the course page until you remove the announcement from the top. When updates are posted to your course, they will appear in the Update section for your course, as well as on each individual homepage of all the members in your course.